Hello and welcome back to Joe's Kitchen. Can you believe we've done 6 weeks already? Oh, week 7 next week. Anyway, isn't the weather crap? Oh God, I've been very down this week, so I'm hoping that doing a bit of baking today will cheer me up. And anyway, we're going to do another old recipe today. Which is called marmalade cake. And for those of you that like fruit cake, it's a very easy, everyday, light fruit cake. It's a one-pot mixture, and it's what my mother used to call a cut and come again cake. So the recipe is 8 ounces of self-raising flour and a pinch of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of mixed spice and 4 ounces of caster sugar. So I've got all of that in here. Okay, so I'm just mixing that around. It's a really unusual way of making cake because you don't cream the butter and sugar first as you would normally. Then you add 8 ounces of mixed fruit with 2 ounces of cherries, which I've already halved. And I don't know about you, but I like to get those nice, expensive black cherries rather than those bright red glacé cherries. A bit like sultanas. Anyway, so you mix all this together. So you've got all your dry ingredients in here. As I say, it is a bit of a strange way of making it, but trust me, it works. So you do that, and then you add your eggs one at a time. So I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. So that's one. Hang on a minute. Where am I going to put this? In there. So add that, and obviously it's going to be a bit stiff to start with. And then number 2, nice large eggs. Went to a lovely farm shop yesterday and got some really nice fresh eggs. That's that. So you mix those in. Like so. So 2 eggs, large, and then you want 6 tablespoons of milk with some vanilla essence in it, with a few drops of vanilla essence, which I've already measured out in here. So I'm going to add that gradually. So it's all coming together nicely here. Here, now then. Let's do that there. So you mix that in. Did I say a pinch of salt as well? I think I did. So you see that is now looking a bit more like a cake mixture, isn't it? Then you add a good heaped tablespoon of decent marmalade, thick marmalade. Where's my tablespoon measure gone? And I always add a bit more. In fact, I'm probably going to, because there's not much left in here, I'm going to add all of it, thinking about it. Yeah, I think so. So there we are. Go in. Bloody in. Right, there we are. So that's that. So that's your marmalade. So that gets mixed in. And then, because it's not a fatless cake, you might be wondering where the fat is. You melt 4 ounces of butter or margarine. Because it's a very old recipe, of course, it uses butter. And here's some I've prepared earlier. So this is 4 ounces of butter melted, and then you mix that in. Let me see if I can do this on camera for you. So you you mix that in. I did a really stupid thing this morning. I was taking my daily tablets for blood pressure, and I managed to take 2 lots. So if I suddenly collapse, send Clive out. So there, oh mind you, he's on duty anyway. Right, there we are. There we are. So that's put that in. So that's your melted butter gone in. Can you see? And it now looks a bit odd, but it'll be fine. So just incorporate that in. Actually got the hand whisk out, but of course you don't need it for this recipe. And so that's all Now, can you see? That's all nicely incorporated. And then I have so you want about a 7 or 8 inch tin like that with one of the wonderful non-stick liners, which we've already talked about in earlier classes, whatever. Anyway, and then you just give it another big good stir, and then you bung it in here. Okay. Just like that, just get the scrapey. Which of course we're quite happy to use because it's not a chocolate mixture, so Joe is not going to be tempted to lick the bill. There we are, that's the scrapey of that. Take some of this. And I wonder who's going to get this cake. Mike is. We've both been a bit low this week, so I'll take it round to him tomorrow when I take the shopping. So there we are. You've set your oven at... Hello again. So here we are. Cake's out and it's nice and brown. And I've tested it with a skewer. And it's coming out completely clean everywhere, so that's fine. Now, the actual recipe says 2 hours. It's no way does it need 2 hours. In fact, the actual recipe says 2.5 hours. So God knows how dry that would be. This has had just over an hour, which I think is, I've made it loads of times recently, and I think that's about right. And obviously if it's cooked in the middle, that's fine, isn't it? So I hope you enjoy it. That's marmalade cake from a very long time ago. And just to let you know, one of my friends who I send these clips to has asked me to write the recipes down and do an accompanying cookbook to the series. So I'm thinking about that, so watch this space. Anyway, speak to you soon. Have a good weekend, everybody. Let's hope next week the sun's shining again and we don't have to put the heating on. Anyway, speak to you soon. Bye.